In this video, we will be talking about EMV, or Smart Chip Bank Cards. The way we accept payments today is always changing. With several recent high-profile national bank card data breaches, EMV Smart Chip technology acceptance has never been more crucial. EMV, which stands for EuroPay, MasterCard, and Visa, is the new global standard for reading bank card information. EMV is replacing the old mag strip we have been using for the past few decades. EMV has been widely adopted all over the world. For example, 99% of merchants in Europe are able to process EMV transactions. And now, EMV has finally made its way to the United States. There are two types of EMV or chip card transactions. First, there is what's known as chip and PIN, which requires the cardholder to enter a personal identification number, or PIN, much like a debit card at an ATM. And there is chip and signature, where the cardholder signs for the transaction. An EMV card differs from a traditional magnetic strip card. The traditional card has the actual bank card number and other sensitive information embedded on the mag strip on the card. When the traditional card is swiped, the bank card number can be easily stolen or breached. This means that a thief can duplicate your bank card over and over again and use it for face-to-face transactions or make purchases over the internet. With an EMV or Smart Chip card, the bank card number and other sensitive information are encrypted and encoded differently for each and every transaction, sending different data each time the card is used. So if a hacker is ever able to access the information, it is useless to that hacker since it's encrypted and the numbers are not readable. So why is the US finally moving to EMV Smart Chip technology? Recently, there have been major bank card data breaches at major retailers such as Home Depot and Target. Millions upon millions of bank card numbers were stolen during these data breaches, costing these companies millions upon millions of dollars. Had we already adopted EMV Smart Chip technology in the US, these major breaches would have been prevented. US banks are already issuing these EMV Smart Chip credit and debit cards. By the end of 2015, it will be estimated that 70% of all credit cards and another 40% of all debit cards in US consumers' hands will have the EMV Smart Chip in them. So how does Visa and MasterCard incent merchants into processing EMV transactions? By making the merchant liable for fraudulent transactions. Currently, the issuing bank, along with the source of the data breach where the card number was stolen, are responsible for this type of fraud. But in October 2015, the liability for fraud will move to the merchant. If a merchant is presented with an EMV Smart Chip enabled bank card and that merchant does not process the transaction using the EMV Smart Chip and instead swipes the card using the mag strip, liability for fraud shifts completely to the merchant. So if the bank card number is stolen and the merchant accepts the bank card by swiping it, the merchant is on the hook for 100% of that transaction. In addition, Visa and MasterCard are offering another incentive for merchants to install EMV-enabled card reading devices. Merchants who capture 75% or more of their bank card transactions using EMV are no longer required to take their annual PCI assessment questionnaires. Some merchants may also pay PCI compliance-related insurance monthly fees. So by installing EMV card readers, merchants can eliminate these monthly fees as well. For more information on PCI compliance, please review the PCI compliance training video. So you see why it's very important that merchants have the means to process EMV Smart Chip cards as soon as possible.